Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Koopafantasy Sports. I am Koopafantasy. I'm going to talk to you about my Week 8 picks to start the NFL season. I didn't make a video last week, unfortunately. I was really jam-packed on time between midterms and my birthday. But I'm on reading week right now, so I'm ready to spend all my time with you guys talking football. So right now I'm going to cover my Week 8 picks to start. First off, at QB, I got Ben Roethlisberger. He's been great the last 2-3 weeks. I should know I've got him as my starting QB. He had a 5 TD week at one point in Seattle, I believe. Just last week, he had a great, and just this past week, he played great. He had about 32 points for me in my scoring league. And now he goes into New England, and they have one of the worst secondaries in the league, notoriously. So look for Big Ben and Tom Brady to be slinging this ball against each other all game long. I'm looking for like 3, maybe 4 TDs out of him this game. My next pick to start is Chris Johnson, who has been a huge bust this year after this holdout talks and all that. He's been a massive bust. But he goes into the 0-7 Colts. It's a huge opportunity for him to bounce back and just start pounding the ball like he used to. The Texans own the Titans this week, so I'm looking for the Titans and Chris Johnson to bounce back and use the Colts as kind of their springboard to bounce back. My next pick is Sean Moreno, who I'm really not a big fan. I'm not really a fan of this guy at all because Most McGahee is going to be out this week. I'm thinking Moreno's going to get a full workload, and he'll probably pick up some yards due to that. He plays Detroit, not the best matchup, I don't think, but given the full workload, he's a pass catcher as well. He'll put up some decent numbers, I think. My next pick at wide receiver, I have Demaryius Thomas, little rookie in Denver. I remember he's not a rookie, but he's a real young kid. He hasn't played very much. He had his first start for them, and he was targeted 10 times, which is pretty damn good for your first start. He only caught 3 of them, including a 5-yard TD pass, though. The reason he only caught 3 passes was because of the struggles of Tim Tebow. But I expect Tim Tebow will come back next week and be a bit more accurate. And as long as he throws this guy 10 times again, you're looking at a pretty decent fantasy output. My next pick is Antonio Brown for Pittsburgh. It's going to be a shootout, so there's going to be some guys catching balls. Mike Wallace is a given. Hines Ward just had an injury, so given that, I think Antonio Brown is a great opportunity to burst this game, get a TD, maybe even get a second one in there. Finally, at tight end, Fred Davis is my final start. There's injuries to Chris Cooley. Moss is out now for like 5 to 7 weeks. Running back Tim Hightower is a good pass catcher is out. They're going to need to throw the ball to Fred Davis a lot. There's just no question about it. And Davis has already had a pretty solid campaign, and just given the workload he's going to be seeing, plug Davis in on a weekly basis from now on, I would think. And those are my starts for the week, guys. It's very early in the week, so things could change. Feel free to comment on any of my picks here, and we may have to change them. My sit picks. Joe Flacco. He's about as up and down as you get in fantasy land. He was great against Houston 2 weeks ago. Was terrible last night against Jacksonville. If you watched that game, it was disgusting. So after watching that Monday Nighter, I couldn't want to just sit him this week, even though it's a pretty good matchup against Arizona. So if you think he'll yo-yo back to greatness, start him. But I'm thinking he might just sit the guy this week after watching that Monday Nighter. Ben-jarvis, green-ellis, running back for New England. It's going to be a lights-out game there. They're going to be throwing the ball with Tom Brady all day long. I only see Ben-jarvis, green-ellis getting too many rush yards against Pittsburgh. D'Angelo Williams, John Stewart stealing rushes again, looking actually a bit more consistent. Cam Newton rushes the ball too, stealing carries. It's just a naughty situation for D'Angelo Williams right now. If you got another option, plug him in. Sidney Rice for Seattle. We don't even know if Jackson will be back yet, and Whitehurst certainly struggled this week. Either way, not a good QB option for Rice. And he's going into the Bengals, who have a great defense that has anchored them to a 4-2 start this year. So Sidney Rice this week is not a great play. And finally, Johnny Knox, a guy I've had as number 3 as a flex guy on my team for a couple weeks, and I gave up on him this week. I'm sick of seeing 5-6 points. I need TDs. He gets return yards, but nothing huge. They seem to be wanting to use Devin Hester primarily, and then there's Dane Senzenbacher, this rookie who's come out of nowhere and stealing touches. Roy Williams got a TD pass, so it just looks like Johnny Knox is getting kind of forgotten about these days. So those are my sit-start picks for the NFL Week 8, guys. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Let me know if you think the picks are great, if the picks are shitty. Let me know what you think, guys. Other than that, be sure to visit my blog, koopafantasy.wordpress.com. Anything I talk about here is written in the blog, so if you want to go there and read it in full, comment, rate the post, anything to let me know what you guys are actually out there listening to what I have to say, because it just makes me feel a little bit more better about myself, because I'm a pretty insecure fellow. All right, guys, it's been a rough week for me. and my Dolphins. But we're still kicking it. No one give up. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on your fantasy team. Glory awaits us all. Peace, guys.